All right, we are live. We are live. Shalom, shalom, family. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me good. Man, thanks for the likes already. Thanks for the likes already. Got more likes than viewers. So all praises for that. Man, wow, this is a new day, huh? This is the day Yahuwah has made. We will rejoice and be glad in this day. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are tuning in. Shalom, shalom. Thanks for tuning in from Florida. All praises. If you are just now tuning in, just make sure you like the video. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Um, because yeah, I'll say this today. I know a lot of people don't pay attention to it, but I believe it's something important to know. With these meetings that's been happening, with the G7 meeting a couple weeks ago. Now it's the NATO meeting. It seems like the world leaders are meeting and preparing for something. So that's why the title was that. Um, the world is preparing. Are you preparing? That's something to really think about. Trump is just out here going place to place. Um, like Iran did not just have that parade of a funeral, that funeral parade with saying, death to America, death to Trump, death to JD Vance, death to Netanyahu, and things like that. So, man, Trump is just moving around like he just don't got a target on his back. And that should tell you something right there. I believe it's something way deeper. It could be spiritual. It could be the Most High is using him for a reason. Is keeping him alive for a reason. So that could be something because I'm just like, dang, Iran. Did anyone see the funeral that happened in Iran? They said it was, what was it? I was just watching the guy's channel. Um, it was billions of people that was on the streets of Iran. Billions, no millions, not billions, millions of people on the streets. Like I don't know if you guys saw it. Please let me know if you guys saw it. Please let me know if you guys saw it. If you're just down to the name, make sure you like the video, leave a comment, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Excited will be in Mauritius soon. Okay, Jackie Cooper. All praises. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you. I'll say come to the north of the island. It's pretty cool. As you guys see, I'm wearing a sweater. Usually I don't wear a sweater, especially at home. So I apologize, guys. Just trying to get some tea ready because it's cold. Just like I said, it's cold. You're sleeping with blankets now. But this weather has been going a little crazy. It's not just America. It's not just Europe. Um, you know, it's not just Asia and stuff. It's down here in the global south too. Mauritius, man, that wind was blowing so heavy yesterday. I thought, something was off, but we are okay. We are okay. But yeah, yeah, guys, like, man. Hope all is well this morning. So, I was thinking about, 6 years ago. I'm not sure if you guys be paying attention to um our YouTube post, but I wrote something out and I was thinking about like, man, 6 years ago around this time, I'd be rushing to another job, grinding, working harder, just trying to stay above water, try to save more and stuff like that. And my mind was kind of just on that, work, 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 work. But it comes down to sometimes you don't need to work harder. You just need to work smarter. And I know we hear that a lot. For me, I know I hear it. work smarter, not harder. Work smarter, not harder. Because I did sports and things like that in high school and a little bit after high school. So um, I, you always hear that, but you never. I I guess I can just speak for myself. You never like or when you do apply it, you don't realize that you're applying it. So I'm saying that because 6 years ago around this time, right, 6 a.m. My time. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from, and let me know the time that you are, or the time it is where you are. But it's pretty much 6 a.m. here in Mauritius. But yeah, I would be rushing to another job, probably walking in, clocking in, and stuff like that. Um, and yes, I wish that I knew that I was more heavy into investing back then. Because I'm telling you, I was getting two paychecks. My wife, she had her business going. She had her clients and stuff. I wish back then that I started to invest heavy. You know, now that I look back, it's like, okay, I didn't know. Nobody really told me. I had to really kind of get the information on my own. I was what, 24, 25. Um, but you have to start somewhere. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You have to start somewhere. Um, and that's working smarter and not harder. So you just allow your money to work for itself. Point blank period. Of course you can still work your job and things like that, work your business, uh, help your clients and stuff like that. But at the same time, allow your money to work too. So yeah, that was just a thought that I was having, and I wanted to share with you guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings to you and your household. Hope all is well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are. Looks like it's getting cracking again in the street. Yes, yes, right? So that's something that I wanted to talk about too. It's just, yeah, it's so much. It's so many distractions. It's so many distractions, but you gotta, as I always say when I come on here, you gotta know what's important to you, what's gonna help you uh, be good in the next 5 years, 10 years, and I'll say the next 3 years, 4 years, to be honest, because 2030, I think that's going to be a time because they're kind of telling us, they always say 2030 agenda and stuff like that, Project 2025, this and that. Um, yeah. So they're telling people, but they're throwing so much stuff at us um, with just say emotional things. So just say Carmelo Anthony, what happened with him. I don't want to get too deep into that, but I believe there was another um, or a recent story that just happened too with uh, a black boy being missing on the 4th of July. Right, that's another big story. So that's emotional when it comes down to our community. I believe it's another one where a little boy that was like 1 years old got you know shot by a police officer and stuff like that. Uh, like I say, when I hear the titles, I don't try to get too deep into it because once you get too deep into it, you like really get deep into it. So for me, it's like, oh man, I guess a couple things you can't get away from. So of course you're going to be paying attention to it more and more. But yeah, that's emotional. I'll say the distractions that um, is happening right now. I just saw something with Charlie Kirk and the trial. Like, that's going to be because they have not stopped talking about that. I'm not, I forgot exactly the date and time that happened and stuff. I want to say last year, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say last year. but they have not talked about or have not stopped talking about that for a while. There's channels and stuff that's all they talk about and try to figure out what happened. Is it fake? Was it real? Is he still alive? Is he dead? This and that. And it's like, man, you can really get caught up in that world, right? You can really get caught up in what's they want you to, the entertainment, you being a detective, and you being an investigator to try to figure out what you already know, right? Um, and then it gets down to, um, what's happening. I want to say the last couple of weeks with the G7 meeting, right? G7 meeting. Uh, One big thing that I know that was huge was when Trump told the world leaders, the leaders that was there, that America has 4 weeks of reserve or oil reserves left. I believe that was something big. He said that in front of a big stage, and there's a lot of people that goes over a lot of people's heads. So I believe that if it's this week or next week, the oil reserves is going to be gone. They're going to be needing oil and everything like that. Yeah, shalom, shalom, family. If you just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Greatly appreciate it. Um, but yeah, and then just like someone was saying, there looks like they're getting cracking again in the straight. That's that's 100% true. They had the understanding, trying to do the ceasefire, peace talks and stuff like that. But I have to, man, I really have to show you guys that video, to be honest. What is his YouTube channel? I think it's Midas Touch. Uh, what is his channel? I think it's the Midas Touch. Is it this? Is it this? Man, he uploads so much. Oh yeah, okay. So guys, real quick, I just want to show you guys. So this is what the guy looks like, right? So if you guys know him, go watch that video. I'm gonna just skip through it. I wish I was on a laptop or something. I could go to the TV, but it's okay. That's too much. That's too much right now. Next time, I'll be on the TV. I'll like be on a laptop, AirPlay, put some stuff on the TV, record it on a camera here. I can switch the camera like this. Then you guys can see the TV. Don't. The kitchen is there. But yeah, he was talking about, he was showing these videos and pictures, man. Man. Go look. Don't skip out on me, but you know, go skip through that real quick and come back, because that's something right there. And then American news is not going to be showing telling you this. So there's certain um YouTube channels and news stations like this, right? Because he posts, this is 13 hours ago. Let's see, he posts, man, I'm gonna count how many videos in a day. So 23 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 videos pretty much in a day. And I know that's probably like his job and stuff like that. He got his desk and stuff like that. So um, it's a little bit easier if you have a team and stuff like that. But uh yeah, go watch that video. I'm gonna skip through it real quick because I don't want uh okay. Let me see. So basically, the leaders in Iran is saying that everything that Trump and America is saying is false. They just had the you see all those people you see all these people behind them. Okay, yeah, this is where I want it. This guy was in a helicopter. You see all those people, guys? I'm not sure what he's saying, but he probably explaining like, hey, um, yeah, he broke it down. He broke it down real quick. I'm just gonna try to show you a couple more things, and then we can get back to it. Okay. I ain't trying to get copyright or anything like that, so gotta be careful. Then turn it down. So we have to. Let's see. Was there anything else? Man, just go watch his channel, the Midas Touch. Um, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So there is some YouTube channels that goes against Trump, and there's some YouTube channels that goes with Trump, right? And with YouTube, if you don't know YouTube, or if you do have a YouTube, there's certain videos that allow you to, or certain things that you can talk about that allow you to get paid more, right? To allow you to get the cents that they give you. It's literally cents, but cents to maybe a couple dollars and stuff like that. But these things that they pay more for people talking um, bad against Trump, and they pay more people talking good against Trump. They pay more, and like I say, this is what we break down in our state diaspora. That is tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST. Um, because when it gets down to it, it's business. So I'm not sure if you guys noticed, or if you guys have been with us for these 6 years that we've been on YouTube. At first we was just Journey with Us, right? And then we moved to Journey with Us, move to Africa, I believe. Um, and then, or now we are Journey with Us Finance, right? So your title, your tag matters. So when people do like travel channels, okay, that's good content, that's good information and stuff, but your tag right there will allow you to get paid more or get paid less. So that's like behind the scenes. If you have a YouTube, if you want to start a YouTube, you got to choose the right tags and things, and that will allow you to, grow your money faster. So that's just something, and that's what I noticed. Like a YouTuber, we're not YouTubers, but we are just servants of the Most High. But we do this because we love it, and we want to share this information with our neighbors, and making sure that people get the information that they usually don't get. But yeah, shalom, shalom, family. Make sure you like the video if you are just now tuning in. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me know what time it is there. Someone asked us, or someone said, from Wales, off Horn Island. Um, Someone said, I think XRP is going to grow some wings, sir. Yep, I believe so too. It's a lot of things that's going to be happening where they're going to need that utility. They're going to need that system when it comes down to XRP, XLM. I'm not sure about Bitcoin, but um, yeah, I believe crypto is about to pump up a little bit. Someone said California. Someone asked what's happening. So the little videos that I was just showing, I was just trying to get you guys interested to go check out that video because we cannot sleep on, or people that's in America cannot sleep on what happened to Iran with this war. Um, you know, Donald Trump, he always brags, hey, the first couple weeks we decimated their leaders. They the military off like 40 plus leaders, right? And that was the result right there. That was a funeral that was held. So millions of people showed up to this funeral. Millions. It wasn't like just his family and stuff like that, or people's families. It was like the whole country. So whatever that they be talking about, saying like, oh, there's people in America. There's people from Iran in America. Look this up too. In California, that says, "Oh no, we don't want to go back to Iran." And I get it that it might be some things happening in Iran where they want to escape and stuff, but just from that tells me the Iranian people, they stick together. That was big. Millions of people showed up to this funeral. If somebody that was very pop, just say like, yeah, I don't know, I don't want to reference anything, but just say like someone that was popular in your community when you was growing up or something, and they did a lot for their community, um, and then something happened and they passed away. Um, millions of people is not going to be showing up. Maybe barely a couple thousand, maybe a couple hundred and stuff, but millions of people showed up to that funeral. So I'm just saying that because hey, things are going to be shifting pretty soon. I'll tell you that. But yeah, I wanted to kind of discuss what's happening or what happened with that G7. The main thing that they were talking about and focus on was geopolitical security. This is something that they keep repeating: security, security, security. Um, and of course, they're going to give you things that they want you to hear. But this is why I say you just got to have discernment, and you got to see like what they're talking about. You got to see, just step back. You don't want to look left and then everything's happening to the right, or you look right and then everything's happening to the left. That's where you're gonna get confused because of course you're gonna learn how to look left and right, and that's confusing, right? You can just see me. I'm about to get dizzy. So that's why I say step back so you can get a broader picture, so you can kind of just have a wide eye view, bird's eye view. Um, because these leaders are meeting and they keep talking about global security. They keep talking about trade. They keep talking about like what's next, right? So this is why I say you have to prepare now, you know. Um, and it does break down to a lot because they are throwing a lot at us where um, you got to kind of pick and choose what you're going to be listening to, what you're going to be watching, how you're going to be moving around. So this is why I say just stay on the narrow path. You know, make your coins because, um, or really start a business and make your coins because that's going to teach you that everything is can be okay. You know, the Most High will provide for you no matter what. Um, because if you depend on the government and their money, that basic income is going to be coming soon, and if they keep allowing this inflation to go up and everything being expensive. And our U.S. dollar is and to be honest, the U.S. dollar is pretty strong. It's pretty strong right now, but only way to the only way to leverage the U.S. dollar is outside of America. To be honest, that's why I say if you are in America, you're gonna be working harder just to stay at the same place. So you have to prepare. I'm sorry, these dogs going crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but um, yeah, you have to prepare for what's to come. So you got to ask yourself, why are the world's largest economies spending so much time talking about security? Some things is about to pop off. Some things are already popping off. I believe it's 5 years when it comes down to Russia and Ukraine. Um, they say the war was supposed to be over, or America says the war is supposed to be over in the Middle East and stuff like that. But we see that it's not. The strait is still not open. People are running out of gas. Um, People are running out of oil. People are running out of fertilizer. People are running out of jet fuel and stuff like that. So it's calm right now. It's calm. The oil price is pretty calm. Crude oil is pretty calm. I would say around $68 to $71, each day and stuff. It's not back. It's not up to 119. So that's good. But it could do that pretty soon. So as we know, this this NATO summit, this NATO meeting is here. Trump is in Turkey right now meeting them. Um, and it's like, man, NATO is basically a military alliance, right? So you got to realize they're gonna be talking about some military stuff. Our experience being melanated trains our mind on how they think. Hyper awareness. We don't watch what they say, but how they move. It helps with investing. Self interest is their motivation. Yeah, thank you for that. Uh, Bull Snot XRP. Um, yeah, but that's a good point. I'll highlight one thing that um what you said. Hyper awareness. We don't watch what they say, but how they move. Um, and how they move, I'm pretty sure most of the people already know how they move. Um, and that's the thing that gets me, man. Just the foundation of America. Just think about that. Um, that's how they move. They it's really the adversary. It's really Hasatan. It's really, fallen angels. Like we were looking at a TikTok video, and they put like a microscope, and they had the bills in America, like $1 bill, $10 bill, $20 bill, $100 bill, right? And the more and more you zoomed in on the bills, it's so many like uh Masonic, I guess I can say devil worship type of signs on these bills, right? Aliens, um, you know, I believe on a $20 bill at the White House or the Capitol building or something. Or I believe on the back they have someone hanging as it looks like a light post, but it was someone hanging, right? And then at the bottom there's it looked like bushes, guys. It looked like bushes, but it's people looking up at this black guy hanging. You can tell he's the black guy hanging, right? Um, so little things like that, when you start to think about like how America came to be, Man, it's just Babylon. It's just Babylon. So they already showed us who they are. They already telling us, what side they're on. So this is why we say you have to get out of that system. You have to, pray and ask the Most High to lead you and guide you in the way that you should go. Um, we believe Africa is the best place to come because this is where they get all the resources, right? So yeah, I wanted to highlight that because that is very important. I know we have everyday lives and stuff like that, but man, these people are evil. These people, they do things like that for a reason. So, you know, and it's okay to be ignorant of those things. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't know about the bills and stuff like that. But once I knew, I'm like, whoa, I don't even want to touch one of those bills again. And that just tells you like the pyramids, the eyes, and man, it gets deep. It gets deep. It really gets deep. So that's why me and my family made the choice to be like, look, we got to get out of here. This is really Babylon. This is really a spiritual land where it's Babylon, it's Egypt. It's and you we see it time after time when it comes down to just how people move there. Like, yeah, it's evil. It's evil. It's devil worship. That's what they do. And if you're going to continue to be around that, you got to be set apart. So I'm just glad that, me and my family made the choice to do that and we can come on here and share this with you guys. But I just want to motivate you guys and encourage you guys that it is possible. You can get out if you want to, but you got to want to. You got to want it. The Most High is going to provide what you need to do so, but you can't sleep when he give you when the Most High give you those resources. You got to move on it. There's a lot of people that we talk to on consultations and things like that behind the scenes, and they get the resources. They ask the Most High, please, if I can get just this amount of money, I'll be out. I'll be out. Next thing you know, they get it, and they like, oh man, I need this, I need that real quick. And you just spend a couple thousand. Now you getting used to spending. It's like, oh man, I just had that money to leave, but now I'm like 50% short now. So I don't feel comfortable leaving. That's why you just gotta act. Once you get on that that rule, you gotta keep moving with it. You can't stop. You really can't stop. You gotta sacrifice. You really do. You gotta sacrifice. So that's why you got to understand just like the bigger picture, right? Just like the bigger picture I was just saying. You got to step back and see the bigger picture. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Make sure you leave your comment below. Let me know any questions. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know the time that it is where you are. It is about 6:25, 6:23 where I am. As you guys see, the sun is rising right behind me. I've been on here for about like 30, 35 minutes. So yeah. Um, I'm gonna read some of these comments before I move on. Trump once said he wants to do God's will. I really think he is doing this for glory from him. Yeah, and it says I think he thinks he is doing his will. Greetings from California, love and respect. Yes, peace and blessing, guys. Peace and blessings. All praise to the Most High. Um, Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like the video. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Yeah, with Trump, it's so much with Trump. Did you know Trump is a knight? He is a knight, like literally a knight, where he gets on his knee and they put the sword. They put the sword on both shoulders. Yeah, he did that. He did that in his first term. You can look it up. Also, Israel, the country, um, thinks that he's their Messiah, like their Messiah. If you understand what I'm saying, like their Messiah, like the Antichrist. Um, it's just so much that sometimes you can't say this. You just have to talk to the people that will understand it and could understand it. Um, is it strong because of lies? Um, yeah, that's tough to talk about. Like I gotta have like proof. You get what I'm saying? I don't like to talk about something. I'd rather have something pulled up right here on the screen and stuff. I'm just here on the camera, so I don't have nothing to pull up to let you guys see and stuff. As you guys, I was on my phone like, oh, do you see this? You see this? You see that? But yeah, but yeah, you just look it up. Just look it up. Just look it up. You know, the Antichrist, the man of sin, could be Elon Musk. I'm not sure, but he is trying to do some wicked things. If you know what NASA is, if you know what, you know, that is too. And let me know how you guys feel. And I'm more so talking about some of my investor people that's on here, some of my trader people that's on here about SpaceX. And yesterday, they actually got onto the NASDAQ and they were down like 5%. You know, I believe they started, and this is just me knowing what's happening in the economy in the stock market, commodities and stuff like that, um, ETFs and stuff like that, right? Yeah, SpaceX, it was on his run. People made millions, a couple people made billions, pulled out. Now it's on the Nasdaq. It's on the New York Stock Exchange. It's on the Nasdaq 100, and yeah, they had to rearrange some things for that company to be there. But now, would you invest in SpaceX? Because once you start to do your research on Elon Musk too and what he's trying to do, he's basically trying to have a global, uh, a global internet. Like it's not going to be regions anymore. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That part. Uh, Someone said, "Yeah, look, I knew you was going to comment." The SpaceX IPO is them trying to get retail in for exit liquidity. Exactly, because that thing shot down. So they gonna be manipulating a lot of stuff just to try to hold that up. Um, but Elon, he's basically, yeah, he like when you think about it, and when you do the research and look at these documentaries that his babysitter, his babysitter Nana or something, whatever she was to him when he was younger. She said some things about him. Let me know if you guys heard that documentary. All you have to do, type on YouTube Elon Musk babysitter, and it's going to be she. I believe she has a YouTube channel, and she tells these stories about him when he was younger and about his parents saying who he's going to be, and it's deep. It's deep. Has anyone saw that documentary or that video where the babysitter was talking um about like who he's going to be and what he done when he was younger? Let me know in the comments. If not, I'll just move on. But yeah, this is why I say look at the bigger picture, because the government The government is looking at the bigger picture. The governments are planning years ahead. Um, and it's crazy how what's happening right now, especially with Trump. He says a lot of things and he really means it. So you got to be careful on what's coming next. That's why I say learn how to allow your money to make money. Check the links in the description. I do have on our website. Um, I give you guys 3 chapters free, so you can read about you know investing and trading, the written crash course in investing and trading in uncertain times. So check it out. Check it out. Just read it for yourself. It's www.journeywithus move to africa.com/investing. So check it out. You know, read the whole book, I would say, just so you can get an idea of, how to recycle your money, allow your money to make money and things like that. And there's a free Zoom session on July 19th. So any questions, I'll be going over certain stocks, certain ETFs, certain things that I'm looking out for when it comes down to this cycle that's coming. This third quarter, fourth quarter. So yeah, that's why I say you gotta know, shouldn't your family prepare too, right? You have to. You have to. Gotta endure. You gotta endure this. That's something that I know the Most High always tells me, like, you gotta endure every situation, no matter what it is, no matter if, just say you hit your toe or something and that pain comes, endure it. Just say, just like the yesterday, man, yesterday, that weather was literally like island weather. It was raining, it stopped. It rained, it stopped. The sun comes out. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go to the store. The sun's out. Go to the store. I'm at the cash register looking outside. It's raining hard. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to stay in here. I'm gonna have to, keep hopping under trees just to try to get home. Okay, it stopped. Start to walk. It rains again. I'm under a tree. I'm trying not to get wet. It stopped again, so I'm kind of rushing home, and then I finally made it home. Then it rained again. So yeah, that weather yesterday was bipolar. Hopefully, it's not like that today. But yeah, look that Elon Musk babysitter story up. Someone said, I feel like they are going to G to us a U.S. attack as the justification to hop on the digital. Yeah, and yeah. That's why it's like you gotta pay attention to Donald Trump and Elon Musk, because just think about what happened with what was it, Doge. Man, it's just like so much stuff happened, so many distractions happen, it goes over your head. But Elon Musk, he really got into the government. He really got into the US system. He really did that. Donald Trump said, okay, it's not working, you're fired, whatever the case was. But he got into that government, right? He was exposing a lot of stuff and things like that. But yeah, and when you think about what he's trying to do with SpaceX, what he's trying to do with Starlink, he it's global. It's global. It's global. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but I hope you guys can. That's why I say prepare now. Prepare now. You know, prepare now. You have to. I know people see Mauritius. Like we stay here in Mauritius, right? And I know a lot of people. This is one of the more expensive African countries, but at the same time, it's still cheaper than America. It's still 60, I'll say 50 to 60% cheaper than America, right? So I meet a lot of African, brothers and sisters here, that's from different countries like Rwanda. I met people from Kenya. I met people from South Africa. Um, I met people from Cameroon. Where else? Um, yeah, those are like the main places. Not Nigeria, of course. Um, I meet a lot of Indians and stuff like that. But a lot of people come here to work and make their money because they get paid more here. Um, but and it's easier to do business here too. Um, but yeah, they see Mauritius thinking that it's like so expensive or something, but it's really not. Especially when you come from the West, if you have a business, if you have some income coming in, I'll say 2,000 to 5,000 US dollars a month, you're gonna be good, depending on your family and stuff. We have a big family. We are a family of eight, so you know we make it work. Um, but yeah, people see Mauritius, but they don't see, how we grind and how we work and stuff. So this is why I'm coming on here. I'm starting to come on here a little bit more when it comes to lives and stuff, so people can realize you have to be consistent with a lot of things. Of course, if you look at our YouTube channel and see how consistent we've been, that's exactly how consistent you have to be when it comes to business. So check the links in the description, guys. It's not just for me; it's to help you too. Um, but yeah, yeah, like there's a lot of sacrifices that came with being here, um, and that's perfectly fine with me. That's perfectly fine with me because I'm just being obedient. Someone said I feel like everyone would think he was really making moves for the U.S. So the that I believe that made it look like they fired him, Trump, are thick as thieves. Yeah, of course, of course. So you are a schedule for your live. You schedule for a live. Okay. Uh, so for my lives, I just I'm like, okay, for this is why I'm starting to go live early because I'm up early. The baby might wake up, you know, and I'm up. I might be up 4 o'clock, 4:30, and then I'm like, man, I can't go to sleep. I try to go back to sleep, toss and turning. Why would I toss and turn just to not go to sleep? So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna hop on live. This is something that I like to do. Videos, it always makes me like I feel like I gotta, you know, be a certain way in videos, but lives is just like I'm live and you guys know me. So yeah. But it's no schedule. It's just I would want to do this every day, besides Saturday, but and sometimes I don't want to disturb other people's Shabbat too. Um so like Saturdays, no. Sundays possibly because when I do go live at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock a.m. my time, that is like sunset EST. So just like a respect thing when it comes to Shabbat and stuff. Um, but yeah, I don't have like a set schedule. I just be hopping on here, doing what I need to do. But yeah, there's a lot of sacrifices to get here, but you have to just be obedient. That's just something that you need to do in the last days. You have to prepare yourself. Yes, yes, 1 hour ahead of Egypt. What, really? 1 hour? Okay, yeah, because it's 6:39. Okay, yeah, 1 hour ahead of Egypt. Dang, so that's So I'm 2 hours ahead of Zambia and Botswana and 1 hour ahead of Egypt. Okay. Okay. But yeah, you have to endure too. You got to endure to the end. Faith, like, man, faith and wisdom is key. But I'll say this, look, I don't know, I don't know exactly where these next 6 months is going to be headed or how it's going to look, right? I would say nobody does because it's just uncertain times, to be honest. But I do know this: I'd rather spend the next 6 months learning, increasing my understanding, increasing my discernment, increasing the wisdom that the Most High gives us, increasing knowledge of what's going to be happening. You get what I'm saying? Um, then just being stagnant. I don't want to be stagnant. You know, you shouldn't either. You shouldn't want to be stagnant, being like, oh, it is what it is. No, it's not. Like, we are really in a time of abundance. There's a lot of things that's happening right now where it's going to be abundant for the right people. But if you are too scared to step out on faith, um, and sacrifice what you need to be obedient, obedience is better than sacrifice. So you gotta know that. You really have to know that the Most High is testing belief. The Most High is testing believers. Are they truly believers, or are they non-believers? And I can see that just from just everyday life, right? That Yeah, he speaks to me saying, "Hey, are you truly a believer? Do you really trust me? Like, really?" It's getting down to that. But yes, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me know the time it is where you are. And yeah, I meant to do this too. Let me see if I can. This stuff be silly sometimes, to be honest. Um, 1 second, 1 second. I can switch accounts. I can switch accounts. No, I can't do that. Man. Okay. I'll do this then. My apologies, guys. Let me join the live here. And leave a comment for you guys. And go check out. Did I go through? I don't know why. I don't know why my comments don't go through. I really don't. I don't know why I don't go through. That's crazy. Okay, there it goes. Maybe I got to do something like this. Okay. Okay. So let me see if I can do that again. All right. Okay. There you go. Okay, I had to add myself as a moderator. So yeah, guys, go check out the how um the website there. Go check out the website here at www.journeywithusmovetoafrica.com/investing for a free 3 chapter, just a crash course that I recently did that you guys can get free 3 chapters. So read it, see if it fits you, you know, and get the information, really learn. So that's what I wanted to do. I was trying to. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna be um, I'm gonna figure this out. I think I just had to get on the laptop. The laptop is just so much better than like a camera and stuff. But yeah, um, yeah, guys, make sure you like the video if you're just now tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. If there's any questions, please let me know now. We are about like the hour mark right now. Um, it is morning time, so I might go for a walk after this to see how the weather is going to be today. It looks pretty nice. The birds are chirping. I don't hear too much wind like I heard yesterday, so that's good. Um, and yeah, any questions, let me know. Any questions, let me know before I get off here. Also, we are doing something different. This is something going to be super different because we get these questions from clients talking about um, it doesn't matter if they're retired, it doesn't matter if they have a remote job, because those is very sketchy too. If you don't know how to move around with like a VPN, and if your job tell you to turn your VPN off and stuff like that, and you got to report in every couple months or something like that. But we are doing an emergency state of diaspora. It's going to be tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST. So Thursday, 9 p.m. EST, July 9th, right? But our usual stay at diaspora, we talk about moving in the best countries and stuff like that. But this diaspora is going to be like a new series. It's about business, it's about entrepreneurship, it's about building your business while you're in America, or even if you are abroad. Because um, if you, I, just from what we know, just from what we see, what our experience is, who we talk to, like local people in different countries, the people that we talk to and connect with is entrepreneurs, right? And I'm talking about locals, right? Those are the people that has the, you know, nice car, that has like a house, like a foreigner will have, right? It's entrepreneurs. So people need to understand this is the way to go. You have to learn how to have your own business. You have to know how the Most High bless you with your skills and talent, right? And monetize it. Whatever you love to do. Like I'm starting to love to cook, but I'm not about to open a restaurant until I'm retired, right? uh, yeah, I'm telling you. Look, I be trying to um, plate the, or yeah, place the food on the plate very nice. and everything like that. Oh man, guys, these cats. One second, guys. No, he all right. I ain't about to mess with him. He good. He probably went out there. The cat was probably out there all night. They be doing that. Um, but yeah, yeah, that's what we noticed. You have to be an entrepreneur. You got to learn how to use your skills and talents, and what you love to do. Because pretty soon, and when I say soon, I'm not saying like tomorrow. I'm not saying next month. I'm not saying in 6 months. I'm not saying in a year. I don't know, right? It's going to be basic income. So if they are um making life so hard, right, for you to survive, you work harder just to stay at the same place, right? Um and you get desperate, right? You can't get what you need, right? Day after day, or I'll say week after week, you can't get what you need. That's where they're going to push that basic income. That's where they're going to be like, it doesn't matter. Just say if you was making like 6 7 thousand US a month, just say like 9,000 US a month. You got comfortable with a nice lifestyle and stuff like that, but all of a sudden that lifestyle got more expensive because they're raising rent price, property tax, they're raising HOA fees, they're raising certain things like that, where it's like, what? I can't afford this anymore. Either I'm gonna move somewhere that's cheaper, or for us, we say just move abroad. The systems abroad is going to be behind for a while. It's not just going to be um, it's not just going to pop up and be like the West. So you will have time to adjust before that system comes. So that's why we say once you be abroad, you will start to understand how behind a lot of countries are, no matter how they look. So Mauritius, it looks very nice. Everything looks good. The infrastructure is great. But when you go into offices and see, they're kind of behind. They still got some things to work on. The banking system is not just there yet. Um, when it comes down to uh, connecting your card to just say like Apple Pay or something like that, or allowing profits from trading, from investing to go to your bank here, because you will get taxed a lot, or they would think it's a scam or something like that. So it's little things like that where once you know the details and you're in that space, you're going to be like, okay, that makes sense. So yes, Africa is going to be behind, but you just have to choose the right African country. So that's why we are doing this emergency state of diaspora tomorrow, but it's going to be business edition. So check the links in the description for that. Um, because yeah, that's something that people really, really, really need to do. It's not a joke anymore. You need to try to make your own money, or you just going to be on basic income, because that's coming. That's coming, and that's something big. That's something big. That means that you will not be able to eat. That means that you will not be able to go to the store. It sounds familiar, right? It sounds familiar. So um, that's why we say, yeah, yeah, you have to learn how to be your own entrepreneur, run your own business. And we've been running our business 10 years plus. I had my landscaping business back in the States since 2014. Sold everything off when we left to Africa. But my wife has been in marketing, and consulting, and helping Fortune 500 companies um, really build their business. This is why she come on here and talk. She really gives you guys the gems. She really does. And it's crazy that you know, a couple people might hit her up, but you just got to be serious. You really got to be serious when it comes down to that. You got to be consistent. You got to have some type of, you know, clientele. You got to have some type of consistency. Of course, patience and stuff like that. That's why you just got to stay in your lane. Just stay on this narrow path. Of course, you got to have your foundation of the Most High lead you and guide you in a way that you should go. But yeah, it's really getting that down to that time. And this is what we see. And I'll say this. And if you are just now tuning in, guys, make sure you like the video. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you let me know where you're tuning in from. Greatly appreciate it. But I will say this: the the Most High, Yahuwah, yeah, He always kind of shows us and tells us things before a lot of people. And I'm not trying to, you know, toot my own horn and say, hey, I'm this, I'm that. No. But this is what I noticed. Like really. Like really. Um for I want to give some examples, but it's personal, I guess, to a lot of people and stuff that probably knows us and things like that. But he does gives us he always tried to, I guess I can explain it like this. When we first moved to Africa, he told us to be set apart. He told us to be separate. But that's when, we wasn't. We got a nice house, 5 bedrooms, big old yard, nice yard, big yard, greenhouse. If you guys know, uh, please let me know. Say, man, um, I remember that house. That was one of the best houses that we, well, no, because we always had some good houses, but that greenhouse, it had all the coconut trees. We had oranges, limes, sweet apple, bananas, neem, this one healing plant. um we started growing corn. um you know we had a chicken that will always jump over our fence and stuff like that. We had a couple dogs. Yeah, the dogs' names was Shalom, Ahav, and Simka. So peace, love, and joy. Uh, but I believe one of our neighbors got mad and threw some food over and poisoned them. But that's besides the point. Okay, let me get back focused. Um, but um, yeah, so he told us to be set apart. He told us to, be separate. We came over here to Africa, and that's what we thought we were doing, but we ran into a lot of people, even from in, I'll say in the states. We were never people that uh, are around a lot of people. Of course, we had our like Israelite group and stuff we would study with, and it was like maybe 6, 7. It was growing and stuff like that, but that's when we were telling people we are leaving to Africa and stuff, trying to get people to come. But people just didn't understand it. Now they hit us up like, "Wow, you guys! I'm so like glad you guys are making it work. I wish I would have listened to you guys. It's so much that's happening here in the states, this and that." And it's like, I'm not saying I told you so, but you know, you just got to listen to the Most High. But in being in Africa, we got crowded. We got clouded and crowded. So I want to say we stay at that house a year, and the Most High separated us more. It was still a nice house, but it was in a local area. So I got to connect with a lot of local people and stuff. That's when we started our business and things like that. Had a storefront right in front of our house. The Most High was leading us and guiding us. The children was going to school. Um, it was a lot of things that the Most High was showing us with that too, right? But we didn't listen. continue to cloud us, continue to crowd us, right? With a lot of people. Um, and most of those people is not, here. It's not here in Africa on the continent. No matter how knowledgeable they were, no matter the understanding, no matter the wisdom, no matter what, but it was just something that the Most High didn't allow them to stay, and they had to go back to the West, right? Um, but you know, clouded, crowded. So we, I believe, one year we just decided to um, go take a family vacation. We went to another city, 6 hours, 7 hours away from the main city, and we loved it. We loved the nature. We loved the mountains around. We loved it. And then that's when the abundance start to come. That's when we sold our house. I want to say in 2022. Um, everything worked out. So that's what I'm saying. We have these experiences to share with you guys and walk you guys through this stuff, because you can sell a house when you are abroad. You just got to get a power of attorney, got to get someone you trust, and you can hire somebody like this, right? So we got that. The abundance came. Um, so that's when we started to buy our land in the mountains, which we still have to this day. Um, we brought our land in the mountains. We started to build our cabins. We had about 200 chickens. I started the chicken farm with a local um, that I thought was going to go well. Uh, you know, the children were still in school. We brought a nice little van, had my motorcycle. We lived like, man, business was going well. Some clients fell off, but at that time, a client actually did 3 months package, and then after that, she was like, "Hey, I need to have y'all for the whole year. Can you just do a contract for a whole year?" Yep, boom, abundance, good. Um, and we were set apart. We were set apart. We were separate from a lot of noise, a lot of cloud, a lot of um, confusion in a way, because we were separate. We were separate. So this is why I say, like, the Most High always um, tries to separate us and put us aside in a way. And for a time, we were listening. Don't get me wrong. He's always going to allow us to hit our head, but keep going, right? Um, but that just brings me to right now. Like, we are set apart from the African continent, but still on the African continent. You get what I'm saying? And there's so many people that we are helping to move to this beautiful continent, no matter the country, so we can stay focused, so we can, stay focused on this next generation. Like my son, he's about to be 15 this year. That's wow. He's about to be 15 this year, right? If you guys haven't check out that video, you can go to our channel right now. He just started editing videos for us. I believe it's called Slow. Let me see. Slow Living on a Volcano Island. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Slow Living in Mauritius. My days on a volcanic island. Go check that out. Show love, because he edited that. Like, you know, I'm an editor, but he's an editor. That was good. I was like, okay, son, okay. So that's something that, we're just trying to see what or how everything can come together, because that's what the Most High been telling me recently. Everything is connected. Everything's connected, and that's one thing that from the West, a lot of people don't realize once you step out of the West, out of that confusion, out of the chaos and craziness and the circus of America and Babylon, um, family structure, the ancient way of family. And this is what you notice here on a continent. If no matter what country, but you see that family structure, right? And that's something that I believe the Most High is really telling us get back to those ways. Your son, your daughters, whatever age they are, they're going to stay in the house until they get married. We're going to build this house. We already have our foundation and stuff, but whatever that we do, they going to add to it, right? So whatever business that we have, whatever things that we are doing, they're going to add to it. So I'm just trying to step back, as I always say, and see their skills and talents and see how that can benefit what we already got going. Because even here in Mauritius, I met a taxi driver. He was 34 at the time I met him. And I'm like, okay, yeah, man, like, where's your house and this and that, right? He's like, oh, I stay with my parents, that's normal. He said, yeah, I'm trying to I have a girlfriend, but I don't know if she's gonna be my wife. If she does become my wife, then we can move out and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's different, but that makes sense. So basically, what that family's doing, he's building on top of their house. So it was a nice size house, like a that's one thing here in Mauritius, man. That's one thing here in Mauritius, guys. Uh, they really take care of their people. So they really give land to chill. It's like put it like this, it's like a Trump account, but with land. So when they get to a certain age, like 35, they will have enough money to build on that land, right? And that's what I see a lot of people do. They build nice foundation, first floor, maybe like four, five, 6 rooms or something like that. And then once um, the child might uh, be old enough, they build on top of that house. So another 4 or 5 rooms and stuff. So this is how like people really do it here on a continent. They stay together, they stick together, they run business together. We know taxi drivers that um uh yeah, the dad, he's about what he said he was 70, I believe 70. And he's been doing taxi for a while. And his daughter, she's kind of taken over. I want to say she just turned like 38, 39, 40 or something. But she's kind of taken over the business because she was overseas and then she came back. So she's taken over the taxi business. They have 2 cars. Um, so, you know, that's a bonus. And sometimes when both of them, or if the dad wants to relax and not do taxi, he's not going to do it because she can do it. And then she got a son that's 18, so he started to do it. He just starting to help out with the business, right? So they're not losing out on no money. So little things like that is definitely um, legacy right there. It's generations after that. So yeah, that's why I say, like, man, you just gotta. I'm not sure if anyone's on here with a family and you're thinking about moving abroad, but legacy, 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 legacy. Yes, let me. And any questions, anything at all, guys, just let me know before I get off. I know I was just yapping. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you tuning in from. And that is something that we tell people to do when it comes down to you know being uncomfortable on camera. You just have to be just start yapping, just start talking. I'm telling you, it's going to help your confidence. It's going to help that. And that does tie into business. So check the links in the description, guys, because someone said thank you for the reminder for the business edition of the State of Diaspora. That is something that we're going to do. Once you click the link, we have one for um, tomorrow, Thursday, July 9th at 9 p.m. EST. So it's going to be different, like 9 p.m. EST. We usually do like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., but this is 9 p.m. So that means that we're going to have to be up early. So we are sacrificing for you guys because we usually get up early now anyway because of baby girl. But that's 5 o'clock our time. You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna be fresh. Our mind's gonna be fresh and new and ready to go. So yeah, check the links in the description, guys. I think that's about it. I'm gonna be up checking these charts real quick, seeing what's going on in the market with this Asian session, going to the London session, see if I can catch a couple trades when it comes down to forex, maybe some Nasdaq or gold. But yeah, I'm about to go for a walk. So all praise to the Most High, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. And like I say, shalom, shalom, peace and blessings to you and your household. This is the day Yahuwah has made. So rejoice and be glad in this day. Um, I'll it be 4 a.m. for me. Let me set the alarm. Oh, 4 a.m. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, Egypt. Yeah, yeah. But it's gonna be good, you know. Um, Also, we're going to record it too, so we always send the recordings uh, to the people that needs it. Um, yeah, I think that's it. I believe this is one of the longest lives I did this morning, or in the morning. So I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow. Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings.